Music, soft, gentle piano. B-roll, sunlight filtering into a living room, a cozy armchair, an untouched teacup. Focus on the feeling of peace and home. Hello, dear friend. Today we're talking about something quiet, something in plain sight, something that could, without you even realizing it, be quietly tipping the scales against your balance. Pause. I'm talking about a common item in many of our homes, an item we often pick for comfort, for beauty. A rug. B-roll, a close-up of a rug pattern, then a wide shot of a living room with a rug on the floor. You might be thinking, a rug? How can a rug be a danger? And that's exactly the point. Many people don't realize how easily something so familiar can become a silent hazard, especially as we get older. On-screen text, the silent threat in your living room. After 60, our bodies change. Our steps aren't always as sure. Our eyes don't always catch every little detail the way they used to. That quick little stumble, that slight loss of balance when you stand up from the sofa or walk to the kitchen at night, it's not always just a senior moment. B-roll. An elderly person slowly getting up from a sofa, holding onto an armrest. Sometimes it's a subtle signal, a quiet warning from something right under your feet, something you chose, perhaps to make your home feel warmer, cozier. Pause. Let's talk about that one specific rug, the kind that might be in your living room right now. It's often soft, maybe it has a lovely pattern, but it has a specific characteristic that for those of us over 60 can become a real problem. B-roll. A rug in a living room, perhaps with a slightly thicker pile or a pattern that could obscure edges. It's the rug with a varying pile height, or one with a very plush, thick pile. Think of those beautiful sculpted rugs, or even shaggy rugs. On-screen text, varying pile height or very plush rugs. When your foot lands on such a rug, it sinks in a little. Your foot doesn't always feel a firm, consistent surface. This small, often unnoticed change in surface can make your brain work harder to stabilize your body. B-roll. Close-up of a foot stepping onto a plush rug, showing the foot sinking slightly. Imagine getting up from your favorite armchair after watching the news. You push off, take that first step. Your foot lands, not on a solid, even floor, but on something soft, something that gives way a little. SFX, very subtle, faint rustling sound like a foot on a rug. For a moment, your brain struggles to adjust. Is this firm? Is it soft? Is it moving? This tiny hesitation, this microsecond of uncertainty, can throw off your natural balance. It might not cause a fall immediately, but it adds to a sense of unsteadiness. It chips away at your confidence. B-roll. A person, from the waist down, not showing face, walking slowly across a plush rug, showing slight unsteadiness. Many folks never connect this feeling of being slightly off balance to the rug itself. They think, oh, I'm just getting old, or I must be tired. But often it's something simpler, something we can change. Pause. This isn't about blaming ourselves. It's about becoming aware. It's about taking back a little control in our homes, making them safe havens, not hidden obstacle courses. On-screen text, reclaim your home safety. Think about those night trips, getting up for a glass of water or to the bathroom. The lights are dim, your eyes are still adjusting. You step onto that plush rug. The soft surface makes it harder for your feet to send clear signals to your brain about where you are and how stable you are. B-roll. A dimly lit hallway leading to a living room, a person's silhouette carefully walking at night. It's like walking on sand, but inside your own living room. You don't feel the ground firmly beneath you. This constant, subtle challenge to your balance can make you feel more tired, more cautious, and ultimately less steady over time. Pause. And here's the thing. You might not even realize it's happening until that one day. That one stumble that turns into something more serious. We want to catch it before that day. B-roll. A person gently touching a rug with their hand, then looking thoughtfully at it. So take a moment today, right now if you can. Look at the rugs in your living room. Touch them. Feel their thickness. Do your feet sink in when you walk across them? Does it feel like a firm surface or something a bit wobbly? On-screen text, inspect your rugs today. This is just one of many small, often overlooked details in our homes that can make a big difference for our safety and peace of mind. And understanding these little dangers helps us protect our independence. It helps us keep our homes truly our own. Music swells slightly, then softs again. If this conversation resonates with you, please press the like button. It truly helps us reach more people who need this information. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever felt a bit unsteady on a specific rug, or noticed a rug that just felt different? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more gentle wisdom like this to help you navigate life after 60 with confidence, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Pause. In our next part, we'll dive deeper into why these seemingly innocent rugs trick our bodies and reveal another common household item that poses a similar, but perhaps even greater, hidden risk. Music Gentle continues. We've talked about how a simple rug, often one we've had for years, can become a silent threat. It's not always about a big, obvious trip. Sometimes the danger is much more subtle, almost invisible. Think about the feeling under your feet. When you walk on a firm, even surface, your brain receives clear signals. Your balance system, deep inside, knows exactly where you are, how much pressure to apply. It's automatic. It's reliable. Pause. Now, imagine stepping onto a rug, especially one that's a little too soft, or maybe it has a thick pile, or perhaps it's just not quite flat against the floor. What happens? Your foot sinks a tiny bit, or it shifts. The surface isn't as predictable. Your brain suddenly gets mixed signals. It has to work harder, much harder, to understand what's going on down there. This extra effort over time quietly makes you less steady. It's like trying to walk on sand versus walking on solid ground. On sand, every step requires more concentration, more muscle activation, just to stay upright. In your own living room, on that common rug, your body is doing a similar, tiny dance of adjustment with every step. B-roll. POV shot of feet stepping onto a slightly uneven rug, then a flat floor. You might not even notice it consciously, but your balance system does. It's using up precious reserves that you need when you're reaching for a book on the coffee table, or turning quickly to answer the phone, or getting up from your favorite armchair after a long nap. Pause. These aren't dramatic moments. They're everyday actions, and that's exactly why this type of rug is so deceptive. It's the constant low-level challenge it poses to your balance that slowly, silently erodes your stability. Think of it like this. Your balance system is a finely tuned instrument. It relies on consistent feedback. When that feedback becomes inconsistent, even slightly, it affects its performance. And for us, after 60, our balance system is already working a bit harder than it used to. It's just a natural part of aging. On-screen text. Your balance system works harder after 60. So, adding this extra challenge from a seemingly harmless rug? It's like asking an older car to climb a steep hill with slightly less fuel. It can do it, but it's under more strain. And eventually, it might sputter. Pause. Many people don't realize this. They think, oh, it's just a rug. But the quality of the surface under your feet plays a huge role in your confidence and your safety at home, especially when you combine it with other things like getting up in the dark for a glass of water or walking through a dimly lit hallway. B-roll, elderly person carefully walking in a softly lit room at night. Imagine walking towards the kitchen for a late-night snack. Your vision isn't as sharp as it once was. You're a little sleepy. And then, you step from a firm floor onto that soft, slightly unstable rug. That sudden, subtle shift can be just enough to throw you off, just enough to make that one misstep. It's not just about tripping over a curled edge, though that's a real danger too. It's about the underlying instability that certain rugs create, day in and day out. It's about how they subtly contribute to that feeling of being a little less steady on your feet without you even knowing. Why? This isn't to scare you. It's to empower you with knowledge, to give you the tools to look at your home with fresh eyes and make simple changes that protect your independence and peace of mind. Pause. We're talking about small adjustments that make a big difference in how you move through your own home, feeling secure and confident, because your home should be a sanctuary, not a source of silent worry. And speaking of feeling secure, if you're finding this information helpful, please take a moment to press that like button. It helps others discover these vital tips too. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever felt a bit unsteady on a particular rug in your home? Share your experience in the comments below. It helps us all learn from each other. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next parts of this important conversation. Music gentle swells, slightly then fades to background. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into exactly what kind of rugs are the biggest culprits and the simple things you can do right now to make your living space safer without losing your home's comfort and style. Music gentle, uplifting. We've talked about that innocent-looking rug, the one that feels so cozy underfoot, but quietly, subtly, it's been working against your balance. It creates an almost invisible shift, a tiny wobble you might not even register consciously. Pause. Think about it. You get up from your favorite armchair. You're heading for the kitchen to grab a glass of water, or perhaps to answer the phone. Your feet find the edge of that plush carpet. Just for a moment, your brain has to work harder. It's trying to adjust to an uneven surface, that slight hesitation, that tiny tilt. It adds up. B-roll. Elderly person slowly getting up from armchair, taking a few careful steps across a rug, looking slightly uncertain. It's not just about tripping over the rug's edge, though that's a real danger. It's about the constant, subtle challenge it poses to your sense of stability. Especially if your eyesight isn't what it used to be, or if you're a little tired after a long day, or if you're simply not thinking about every single step. Pause. Imagine preparing for Sunday lunch. Family's coming over. You're moving around the living room, tidying up, getting things just right. Each time you cross that rug, your body makes a micro-adjustment. It's like walking on a very low, soft hill, over and over again. It fatigues your stabilizers. It dulls your natural reflexes. On-screen text, small wobbles add up. Many people don't realize this. They think, oh, it's just a rug. But these silent challenges chip away at your confidence. They make you less steady even when you're off the rug. It's like a constant low-level workout for your balance system, except it's a workout that makes you weaker in the long run, not stronger. B-roll. Close-up of feet stepping onto a thick rug, then a slight wobble. So what can you do right now? If you have one of these rugs in your living room, the thick, plush, shaggy kind we've been discussing, the first step is simple awareness. Feel the difference when you walk on it. Notice any slight instability. Pause. For some, the best option might be to temporarily roll it up, just for a day or two. See how your living room feels. See how you feel. Do you walk with more ease, more certainty? It's an experiment worth trying. B-roll. Hands rolling up a rug carefully. If removing it isn't an option, think about repositioning it. Can it be moved to an area where you walk less frequently? Perhaps under a coffee table where you mostly sit, not right in the main pathway. On-screen text, immediate action, reposition or roll up. Another solution, especially for rugs that are thick but also tend to slip, is a high-quality non-slip backing. Not just any backing. Look for one specifically designed for thick rugs on hard floors. It needs to provide a firm grip, not just a thin layer of friction. This can help with both the slipping risk and the unevenness. It holds the rug more firmly to the floor, reducing the chance of it bunching up or shifting. B-roll. Close-up of a sturdy non-slip rug pad being placed under a rug. Remember, your home should be your sanctuary, a place where you feel completely safe and secure, not a place where you're constantly fighting against subtle dangers. Protecting your balance is about protecting your independence. It's about keeping you confident and free to move as you wish. Pause. These small changes, like addressing that living room rug, can make a world of difference. They're not just about avoiding a fall, they're about maintaining your peace of mind, your dignity, your ability to live life on your own terms without constant worry. CTA start. If this advice has resonated with you, if it's given you something new to consider, please take a moment to press the like button. It truly helps more people find these important messages, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you have a rug in your home that you've noticed makes you feel a little unsteady? Share your experience below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more wisdom for your golden years and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. CTA end. Pause. Because while that living room rug is a big piece of the puzzle, it's not the only silent balance robber in your home. In our next part, we'll uncover another common household item that silently sabotages your stability, often in places you wouldn't expect. Music gentle, uplifting. So we've talked about identifying that tricky rug, the one that might look harmless, but silently challenges your footing. Pause. Now, let's move beyond just spotting it. Let's talk about solutions that truly stick. Because safety isn't a one-time fix, is it? It's a way of living. A gentle vigilance. B-roll. Close-up of elderly hands adjusting a rug, checking its backing. A person slowly walking across a well-secured rug. First, for any rug you keep, ensure it has a good non-slip backing. Not just any backing, but one that truly grips the floor. Think about the feeling of your hand on a smooth, cool countertop versus one that's slightly textured. You want that textured grip on your rug. If your favorite rug doesn't have it, don't despair. Non-slip rug pads are your best friend. They sit discreetly underneath, hugging both the rug and the floor. Pause. It's a simple addition, often inexpensive, that adds a powerful layer of security. B-roll. Visual of a non-slip rug pad being placed under a rug. Elderly person smiling, walking confidently. Next, think about the edges. Frayed edges, curled corners. These are like tiny speed bumps waiting to trip you. Take a moment just once a week perhaps to gently run your hand along the edges of your rugs. Smooth them out. If they keep curling, a little double-sided rug tape, specifically designed for floors, can be a wonder. It tames those unruly corners, keeping them flat and flush with your floor. Pause. Imagine walking through your living room at night, perhaps just getting a glass of water. You don't want to be thinking about where the rug ends, do you? You want that smooth, confident stride. B-roll. Elderly person gently smoothing a rug edge, close-up of rug tape being applied. And what about those rugs that are just too thick or too thin? The ones that buckle easily, or those plush beauties that feel like walking on a cloud but actually make your feet sink, challenging your balance. Pause. Sometimes the wisest choice is to replace them. It's not about losing something you love, but gaining something more valuable. Your peace of mind, your independence, your ability to move freely in your own home. Pause. Think of it as investing in your future self. A small change now can prevent a much bigger problem later. On-screen text, invest in your future self. This habit of checking your rugs, making these small adjustments, it's like tending to a garden. Regular, gentle care keeps everything flourishing. Pause. But our homes hold more than just rugs, don't they? There are other silent hazards, often overlooked, that can also contribute to that feeling of unsteadiness. B-roll. Quick montage of other subtle household items. A loosely draped electrical cord, a stack of magazines on the floor, a small decorative item near a pathway. Things like loose electrical cord snaking across the floor, or that stack of newspapers you mean to read, but they've slowly encroached on your walking path. Pause. Even a misplaced slipper can become a villain in the dark. These aren't just minor annoyances. They are invitations for an unexpected stumble, a loss of balance, a fall that could change everything. On-screen text, the domino effect. Of small hazards. The good news is you have the power to spot these things, to remove them, to make your living space a sanctuary, not an obstacle course. Pause. It's about cultivating a safety mindset where you see your home with fresh eyes, always looking for ways to protect your most precious asset, your ability to move with confidence and dignity. This isn't about being overly cautious or living in fear. It's about being smart, being proactive, being wise. Music swells slightly, then softens. It's about ensuring that every step you take in your home feels secure, allowing you to focus on the joys of life rather than worrying about what might trip you up next. Pause. That feeling of knowing you've done everything you can to protect yourself and your independence, that's truly priceless. B-roll. Elderly person sitting comfortably in a safe-looking living room, smiling, perhaps reading a book or enjoying a cup of tea. If you found this discussion helpful, please consider giving this video a like. It truly helps us reach more wonderful people like you with these important insights, and we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's one small change you've made in your home recently that made you feel safer and more secure? Your wisdom is invaluable. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical wisdom and turn on notifications so you never miss another tip to protect your peace of mind and independence. Music. Gentle, mysterious hint. Next time, we'll turn our attention to another crucial yet often forgotten area of your home, a place where many hidden unsteady moments occur, even when you're standing still. It's a room you visit multiple times a day, and it holds more secrets to your balance than you might imagine.